Hi, Mia Secret Lovers. I am Tessa Tullues, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to use our dipping gel. So our dipping gel is an awesome system that you can use with any of our colored acrylics, our matte acrylics, and this will actually be as strong as an acrylic nail. So no more dipping nails into any pots, as we know that is not hygienic, and we now have this amazing system, a brush on dipping gel, and it lasts super long. Today I want to demonstrate this product for you with a tip application and without a tip application, so that you can see that this application can actually be used with an extension. I will not prefer using this for a sculpture set, but definitely over a tip application. Okay, so first I'm going to use my cuticle remover, and I am going to apply my cuticle remover onto my natural nails, and I'm going to let it stay there for about a minute or two so that it can penetrate into the cuticle area. As you know, our cuticles grow over the natural nail, and that can cause lifting. So this is an awesome product for you to actually remove all the pterygium and the dry skin in the cuticle area. Please note that if you use cuticle remover, that you do wash your client's hands after pushing back and removing the pterygium. Okay, so I will be asking my client to wash her hands now and to remove all the dust and contaminants that is left on the nail. But for me, I will just use some acetone, as I'm only doing a demonstration, and I would remove this on the natural nail. Okay, now I'm ready to remove shine and to prepare the natural nail for product application. So on this one, I am going to do a tip application, and on this one, I am going to do just a natural overlay on the nail. So I am going to remove shine lightly around the cuticle area, coming down together with the nail grooves, so that I do not damage my client's natural nail and overfile on here. Look at the pterygium coming off when I'm removing shine. Okay. Now that my nail is prepared, I am going to dust and cleanse my nail. The cleanser would actually just clean out the dust and contaminants on your natural nail. So you just want it to be nice and dry before you go on with your service. Now, I would just like to tell you, our gel cleanser comes in a bottle like this, and I decant mine into a Mender pump so that I do not waste any products. This gel cleanser can be used with all our gel systems as well as acrylic systems. So one product for loads of different systems. Okay, so you will now see that I have a chalk effect on the natural nail. This is exactly what I want, as this will secure my adhesion, and my product would actually stick much better on this than on a shiny nail. Now I am going to use my stiletto tips because I want to create a coffin-shaped nail, and I am going to use this one, and this tip is perfect for my middle finger. If you stick a tip, make sure that the sides of the tip fits the natural nail grooves perfectly and that it is comfortable as well. I am going to use my strong jet nail glue. This glue adheres within 3 seconds. When applying glue to a tip, drop your tip and remove the excess glue so that it does not run into the cuticle area. I am now going to apply my tip as far on the edge as possible. 1, 2, 3. It adhered, and you can see the tip is not going to be a barrier or an issue. If a tip is an issue, you can always just remove shine on the well area without damaging the natural nail. Okay, I am going to give my tip some time to settle before I clip it. But as you can see, this is a stiletto tip, and when you cut off the edge, it is a perfect shape of a coffin nail or a ballerina. If you want the ballerina look, you can always just file the edges a little bit more round. Now I am going to start with my preparation products. So after you have glued a tip, you can remove the shine of the tip with a buffer, as we do not blend tips. Blending tips would actually damage the natural nail. So we just want our tip to be nice and matte so that we can use our product on here. Okay, now I'm going to use my nail prep. My nail prep is my dehydrator. It dehydrates the natural nail so that my extra bond can penetrate into the natural nail and help with adhesion. This is an acid-free primer and it can be applied onto the natural nail. Your nail prep should only be applied onto the natural nail, as it will melt a plastic tip or any extension that you have on your nail. Now I'm ready to add 1 coat of extra bond. You can be generous, but do not flood the nail. That can cause overexposure onto the skin. I'm good to go. I'm now going to start with my product application, and because I'm using a dipping gel, I am going to use my luxury base as a base coat on the whole nail. One millimeter away from the cuticle, your luxury should be just softly floated onto the nail and then cured in the lamp for 60 seconds. After applying my first luxury base coat, I am now going to get all the products that I will need for my dipping system. So I want to use Iconic Pink, and I want to encapsulate my Iconic Pink with my pink acrylic powder. This is a translucent powder. You can use this to encapsulate or to build a natural nail. Our dipping gel can be used with any of our acrylic range products in terms of powders, and I am now going to do my first coat of color, Iconic Pink, with my dipping gel. So firstly, you're going to open your color. You're going to have your Mia Secret cuticle pusher aside, because I'm going to use this to scoop my product, and your dipping gel. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to use my dipping gel, thinly brush it onto the whole nail, and making sure that I float some product into the groove. I'm now going to use my product, scoop it up, scoop it up, keep my nails slanted over my pot, and I am just going to lightly sprinkle it over my nail. Turn the nail to the side to ensure that you are covering this all over. Turn the nail to the side. Once again, just dust and make sure that there is no product that ran into the cuticle area. It might look a bit rough to you now, but you will see when we are done. We are now going to cure this for 30 seconds in our LED lamps and 90 seconds in our UV lamps. Remember, having a strong lamp is ideal. This will create success every time around. You do not want to struggle with a lamp that does not have the power. Okay, I'm now going to dust my nail and make sure that all the excess powders are gone. I'm going to repeat this process once again. I'm going to apply my dipping gel. You do not want any product build up on your nail, otherwise this will occur, but it's fine because this files down super easily. I'm going to just scoop my product and lightly just sprinkle it onto the nail. Make sure that the nail is covered all over. And make sure that you get a matte look before you cure. If you have a matte look before you cure, you know that the product has penetrated into my dipping gel. I'm going to cure the second coat for 60 seconds in my LED lamp to ensure that the color is dry. I'm now going to close my color powder and encapsulate and give my nail strength with my pink acrylic powder. As you can see, all our products are sealed for protection so that you know that you get what you pay for and that the quality is inside of this pot and that it does not spill or get contaminated on its way to you. As you can see, my pink acrylic powder is a translucent powder that has a light pink pigment, so you can use this powder to encapsulate any pink colors or any color basically, as the light pink tint is so light that you won't pick it up. Now I'm going to dust my nail again and make sure that my color is perfect all around. When I shape this nail, I will remove all the imperfections. You can see that our colors are highly pigmented and that you don't have any marbling. So this is ideal. You can also encapsulate this with a clear powder, acrylic with liquid and acrylic powder. You can encapsulate this, but we are preferring to do it today with our dipping gel. I'm now going to brush on my third coat of dipping gel, staying 1 millimeter away from the sides, from the cuticle area. I'm going to clean my cuticle area on the sides to ensure that the gel does not run into the cuticle area. I'm now going to repeat the process and just lightly sprinkle my pink acrylic powder onto my dipping gel, making sure that it's covered all over, dusted, and I'm going to cure in the lamp again for another 30 to 60 seconds. You can use a dipping gel and you can go up to about 6 coats if you need to. You can do layering with dipping gel. You can even encapsulate a design with dipping gel. Now I'm going to dust off the excess of the pink acrylic powder. I'm going to turn my hand to the side and I can see that I have no apex whatsoever on this nail. So I'm going to repeat the process again. Lightly brush on your dipping gel, and in the area where I would like my apex to be, I'm going to take excess product, put a drop down there and start sprinkling my product on there so that I can ensure that it's matte and it is not going to run or go anywhere. There we go. Please introduce to the lamp. And I believe that was my last layer of dipping gel. When my dipping gel comes out of the lamp, I'm going to dust and cleanse it, and I'm going to shape it into perfection. You will be surprised at how strong and good apex you can get with a dipping system using our dipping gel, avoiding all contact with the cuticle area. That is a common issue that we have with the dipping systems where you insert your finger into an acrylic pot. Is firstly, it is not hygienic, and secondly, you cannot control the product around the cuticle area. And now you can, because you can apply it with a brush, and you can see that the consistency of my dipping gel is amazing. It is super, super thin, but it is also super controllable. Now that my nail is cured, I am going to dust my nail, and I can now see that I have an apex. I'm going to close all my pots to make sure that I do not contaminate this with any dust from filing. If your dipping gel has cured long enough, it shouldn't have an inhibition layer and it should be matte. We are now going to use our 150 file to shape this nail into perfection and to file it. Okay, Mia's Secret has their own secret filing sequence, and by following this filing sequence you will actually see how perfect you will have. You will have a perfect nail. After my 4th coat of my dipping gel, I am now going to file my nail into perfection. We seal the cuticle area with a 180 grit or a 150 grit file, but please do not use a new file for this area, as you can cut and bruise your client around the cuticle area and it will be painful for her. Once your nail is filed into perfection, you can use any of Mia's Secret top coats for this application, as this will actually be as good as an acrylic set. I'm now going to dust and cleanse my nail after I buff it, and I don't want to buff it too smooth, as this can cause my top coat to crack or break. Now I'm going to use my cleanser. I'm going to dust and cleanse this nail, and I just want to show you how amazing this product is. You can see that there's no imperfection in my color. My color is perfect, and I can now add my finish gel my final coat, and this is our thin viscosity high shine top coat that can be used for acrylic enhancements, and the shine will last up to 4 to 6 weeks. My finish gel can be used for around 50 applications. So if you want to purchase a finish gel, you can know that it will last you up to 50 full sets. Now you can see that there's no imperfections on this nail whatsoever. I'm going to cure my top coat for 60 seconds, and when I'm done, I'm going to apply my cuticle oil. Please note that it's very important to know that when you are using a cuticle oil, that you do not apply it directly after removing the hand from the lamp, as this will actually go into the molecules of the top coat and it can go dull. So you want your top coat to settle first before you apply cuticle oil. Now my finger has come out of the lamp, and I would like to just show you guys this amazing full color tip application dipping gel nail.